Just want to give my 2 cents worth on the COVID virus and what I've learned, from what I've read about it, what I've researched about it. The timing, just before an election, just as the Republicans, Trump administration, which is fighting the New World Order, or the order that was making headway, exposing the corruption of the Democrats. And let's face it, it's not just a party thing. There is a worldwide club, a cabal, the military-industrial complex. It's in the education system. It's in the medical system, in the military, the armaments military, the teaching sector. It's globalist is another term for it. Just as people were waking up, COVID comes along. To me, this is the ultimate divide and rule ploy by the powers that were. They could see that people were galvanizing, they were getting together, and what better way to split it than this? And just as COVID was tapering off and flattening, curve was flattening, what happens? Race riots start. The timing is just too much of a coincidence. Just before an election, one thing after another comes up. Suddenly all the massive Trump rallies have had to come to a stop. All of President Trump's economic gains have been wiped out. Do I think Trump absolutely is a good guy and the administration is a good guy? No, because from what I'm seeing, he seems to be the best we've got at the moment. Have I been fooled? It's possible. I mean, he's still lending trillions to the bankers and bailing out big corporations. That bothers me about what Trump is doing right there. But he has been doing a lot of good. He's been bringing jobs back into the country, unlike other Western leaders who are basically exporting all the work and the jobs out to third world countries, China, India, etc. And inflation is going through the roof. But at least Trump is giving a little bit back. He's been giving jobs back to the people. He's giving some of them the printed money back to the people. And suddenly this happens. We've got to open up the country again. We've got to find the people who are responsible for releasing this virus. And it was released. It is a man-made virus. If you look and research into it, the animal bat SARS has been spliced in a laboratory with HIV components to make it mate with the ACE2 cells in the human body, which funnily enough are more common in Asian genes. So also there is so much news out there about a Harvard professor who was researching this supposedly this virus was, I mean, who knows what the truth is ultimately? Nobody really knows, apart from the perpetrators. And hopefully the truth always comes out in the end, whether it be in this life or the next, because nothing is hidden. Once you go above this vibration to the next level, you can see everything. You can see exactly what's going on. The Akashic records record everything. So once you've get fed up with this vibration or existence in 3D reality, you will be able to know exactly what the truth is in this world, because the perspective from the higher world is such that you are able to see everything through a glass ceiling and know exactly what happened, what the people's actual the words they spoke, but what was the intent behind them. This is why telepathy and astral travel and remote viewing is suppressed and not taught to children in primary school so it's because then they are able to be controlled. they can be lied to, and then they don't know that they're being lied to. And yet, if we develop the telepathic abilities that every single human has, the ability to astral travel, I've done it myself, the ability to go into other dimensions, to remote see, bilocate, levitate, telekinesis, all these are inherent in humanity because there's nothing solid. There is only energy, there's only vibration. So this COVID is man-made. It has been weaponized against humanity to divide and rule. This is my humble opinion. And it is there to bring back power to Democrats, who are the arm of the cabal, which the globalists who seek to have world domination. So, is it a threat? Yes, it is a threat. It is a real virus, and but it has been blown out of all proportion. It has been used to divide and rule. It has been used to murder and kill a lot of people by sending infected elderlies back into the home care system to infect others, and as a result, many have died. Thank you, Cuomo. Another present from Cuomo. It's strange, isn't it, that after New York made it legal to kill babies, New York was hit with such karmic retribution. It's one of the worst places for this virus. And people just don't connect the dots. They don't see how, cause and effect works. When you have, I'm not saying, I'm not gloating about anything. I wish every human being the best, but evil begets evil. You sow what you reap. And when you have leaders like Cuomo, Luciferian psychopaths, then you will reap the results of that, of who you have chosen into power. So we should be choosing spiritual leadership. Should church and state be separated, politics and state? Absolutely, but not spirituality. Politics and spirituality should be part of every single profession, because it talks of ethics and morality, and law of cause and effect and moral action, and without that, we're doomed. So yeah, COVID has been released. We need to find the perpetrators. Look at Bill Gates Foundation. Look at the Democrats, the DNC. Chase it back to Wuhan in the laboratories over there. What do the Chinese know? When do they know it? So, this is a detective case for all the intelligence agencies, and it has been used to divide and rule and to have absolute control over your lives. They're talking about an app now to trace every single movement of yours and everyone you know. They can use this to cut you off and lock you up at home in a moment's notice, to arrest you. This is a control mechanism by the New World Order and the elite, the elite scumbags, I might add. So we all need to wake up to the fact that we are being played. We are being played through this virus, and it is a control mechanism for humanity. And go out there, do the research. Do not listen to the mainstream news. It's there to manipulate you, to misinform you, to lie to you, to make you see black as white and white as black. I mean, it is exact opposite of what they tell you. So use your discernment and act accordingly. Namaste.